Breaking news, you're looking at video of one of the last times Oscar winner Gene Hackman, a known recluse in recent years, was seen in public. As we're learning incredible new details this hour about the circumstances surrounding his death. His front door open, scattered pills on the bathroom countertop, one dog dead in the closet, two still alive on the property. 911 calls were just released. We have them. We want to play them here. Take a listen.
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I'm over at their property. There's no address here, so I have to meet the ambulance or the police, whoever, down at the gatehouse. I'll bring them up here.
Bodies, along with their dog, were found in separate rooms in their New Mexico estate Wednesday. And moments ago, the Santa Fe County Sheriff told NBC that the couple were likely dead for days or weeks before they were discovered.
Right now at 11 a.m., breaking news in the death of legendary actor Gene Hackman. ABC News has obtained the search warrant for his New Mexico home. We'll tell you what authorities found when they arrived.
The recent release of CCTV footage from Gene Hackman's house has sent shockwaves through the public, sparking widespread fear and speculation. The footage, which emerged in the wake of the tragic passing of Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, has added a new layer of mystery to an already perplexing case.
Jason, this is the entrance to the affluent gated community where Gene Hackman and his wife lived. We're about a 10-minute drive from downtown Santa Fe, and then once you get inside the gates, you have a short distance to their home. So it was clear that they wanted seclusion and privacy, and that is apparently exactly what they got, because the latest from authorities indicates that Gene and his wife Betsy were likely dead inside their home for more than a week before they were discovered on Wednesday. And the running theory this week was that they perhaps passed away from carbon monoxide, especially because one of Gene's daughters indicated she thought there was toxic fumes. But yesterday, the Santa Fe County Sheriff ruled out carbon monoxide, citing the pathologist, saying that there was not carbon monoxide in the home and that no carbon monoxide was detected in their bodies.
95-year-old Hackman and his wife, a 63-year-old classical pianist, their German Shepherd dog, all of them tonight mysteriously dead. The police right now are ruling out a carbon monoxide leak. This frantic 911 call captured the moment they were found.
Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody out here really quick.
Okay, my units are on their way, okay?
So Josh Kimball is there outside Hackman's Santa Fe home right now with more of the stunning details.
The recent release of CCTV video from Gene Hackman's house has sent shockwaves through the public, sparking widespread fear and speculation. The video, which emerged in the wake of the tragic passing of Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa, has added a new layer of mystery to an already perplexing case.
Well, thank you very much, Mark, Ellen. Gene Hackman retired from acting when he was 74 years old and went on to lead a quiet life in New Mexico, far away from that showbiz spotlight. But when he was in that spotlight, he shined in role after role, almost 100 of them, taking home his first Oscar for 1971's The French Connection.
The winner is Mr. Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman took home the Oscar for his leading role as Detective Jimmy Popeye Doyle in The French Connection.
All right, Popeye's here. Get your hands on your heads. Get off the bar and get on the wall.
Third time was the charm for Hackman. He got his first nomination for his supporting role in 1967's Bonnie and Clyde.
Gene Hackman, a legendary actor known for his roles in films such as The French Connection and Unforgiven, lived a reclusive life in his Santa Fe home. The 95-year-old actor and his 64-year-old wife were found dead in their home on February 26th, 2025. The discovery of their bodies, along with that of their dog, has been the subject of intense media scrutiny and public speculation.
95-year-old legend and his wife Betsy were found dead in their sprawling estate in Santa Fe. Initial reports said no foul play was suspected, and there was speculation that they were killed by carbon monoxide poisoning. But now, in a jaw-dropping turn of events, their deaths are being called suspicious enough in nature to require a thorough search and investigation.
You know, you have Gene Hackman, who is in the mudroom off the kitchen by the back door, who appears to have taken a fall.
A cane was found nearby.
And a pair of sunglasses. It looks like he fell where he was and he dropped what he had. You have his wife, Betsy, in a bathroom on the other side of that floor. where there are pills scattered on the counter and a space heater that's been knocked over, and a dog in a kennel or a crate that's also deceased. And, you know, it's the kind of thing where you could say murder-suicide, but it doesn't appear to have the trauma that would go with murder. You could say a joint suicide, but those things usually come with somewhat of a ritual where people will take an overdose, get in bed together, or hold hands sitting down.
The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office, which is leading the investigation, has stated that foul play is not suspected in the demise. However, the exact cause of passing has not been determined, and the investigation remains active and ongoing. The alleged release of the CCTV footage has only added to the mystery-raising questions about what really happened in the final moments of Hackman and Arakawa's lives.
Police are working to obviously uncover this mystery. Can you go over how all of this unfolded and what we know up to this point?
Hey Mugo, yeah, it's just been an absolutely tragic story so far. We're in front of the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office right now, where it seems like the more information we get, the more mysterious this case becomes. Officials were first called out to the couple's home on Wednesday when that maintenance man who you just heard the call from had tried to contact the couple but was unable to reach them. That's when deputies went in and they found Hackman's body in the mudroom. It appears he may have fallen. They found his wife, Betsy Arakawa's body in the bathroom with her head next to a space heater.
Hackman and his wife Arakawa were found in separate rooms in their Santa Fe home. Hackman, 95, was discovered in a mudroom near his kine, suggesting he may have fallen Arakawa. 64 was found in an open bathroom near a space heater. Both bodies showed signs of decomposition, with Arakawa's body exhibiting bloating and mummification in her hands and feet.
We found a prescription bottle as well as pills scattered on the counter next to her, but they're not yet saying what those kind of pills were. As for the dogs, the dog that died, a German Shepherd, was locked in a kennel next to Arakawa's body, and officials also found 2 other dogs who were alive that were roaming around the property.
An open prescription bottle and pills were spread on the nearby countertop. One of the couple's German Shepherds was found dead less than 15 FT from Arakawa in a closet, while their other 2 dogs were found alive in the bathroom near Arua and outside.
Investigators say there are no signs of them having been shot or suffered any other type of wounds. The search warrant also indicates there are no signs of a gas or carbon monoxide leak.
Both individuals tested negative for carbon monoxide. An initial interrogation was conducted of Mr. Hackman's pacemaker. This revealed that his last event was recorded on February 17th, 2025. I was advised that a more thorough investigation will be completed.
Also, extremely important, authorities cited in the search warrant that there were no signs of carbon monoxide leak or poisoning, and no evidence to indicate any issue with the gas pipes in and around the house. Miraculously, while one of their dogs sadly died, 2 other dogs were found alive on their property. And now authorities in Santa Fe are labeling their death as, quote, suspicious.
The investigation into the suspicious ending of Hackman and Arakawa has been marked by a series of puzzling findings. Initial reports suggested that the couple may have succumbed to a gas leak. However, tests conducted by the New Mexico Gas Company found no proof of a leak.
An initial interrogation was conducted of Mr. Hackman's pacemaker. This revealed that his last event was recorded on February 17th, 2025.
The Santa Fe County Sheriff revealing tonight that Hackman was probably dead for 9 days after being discovered by maintenance workers Wednesday afternoon.
I think that is a very good assumption that was his last day of life.
In an affidavit, deputies say the couple's bodies were found in separate rooms. Hackman near the kitchen with a walking cane and sunglasses near him. His wife was found in a bathroom next to a prescription bottle with scattered pills on the floor. Her body, quote, showed obvious signs of death, body decomposition, bloating in her face, and mummification.
And the search warrant granted by the Santa Fe Sheriff's Department noted that the circumstances of their passing were suspicious enough to warrant a thorough search and investigation.
Okay, well, we just got some new information from a preliminary autopsy report. Do we know what it says?
Well, so the sheriff is saying that the autopsy confirms there are no signs of external traumatic injuries and there's no sign of foul play. This keeping in mind, we still haven't gotten the full autopsy report or the toxicology report, which will reveal the exact cause of death. But according to court documents, it says there's no obvious signs of a gas leak, no obvious signs of carbon monoxide poisoning, but officials are not ruling anything out because the couple's bodies were both found partly decomposed and mummified. The sheriff says they had likely been dead for 1 to 2 weeks. So we're hoping to find out more at a press conference later on this afternoon.
Autopsies performed on the bodies revealed no signs of external trauma. However, the condition of Arakawa's body, which showed signs of mummification and bloating, indicated that she had been dead for some time before being discovered, Hackman's body was found in a room off the kitchen, while Arakawa's body was found in a bathroom. The couple's dog was found dead in a closet nearby.
A deputy saw a black space heater near her head. The deputy believed the heater could have fallen in the event that Betsy abruptly fell to the ground. And the space heater being next to her could have contributed to the decomposition that was observed by local police.
Arakawa was found in an open bathroom near a space heater. Authorities believe that the heater might have fallen on the ground when Arakawa fell, potentially contributing to the accelerated decomposition of her body. This could explain why. Her hands and feet showed signs of bloating and mummification. An open prescription bottle and scattered pills were found nearby, adding another layer of mystery.
Let's take you to New Mexico now for new details on the deaths of award-winning actor Gene Hackman and his wife and their dog. A police search warrant says the deaths were found to be suspicious enough to require a thorough investigation. The warrant also reveals Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, were found in separate rooms and were deceased for what authorities describe as some time. On Wednesday, a caretaker arrived to do routine work and called 911 when he saw the bodies from outside the house. Take a listen to that call.
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody out here really quick.
Okay, my units are on their way, okay?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay, that's fine. Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here real quick.
Okay. Are they awake?
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's closed. It's locked. I can't go in. But I see that she's laying down on a floor from the window.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the first time I've heard that there, and you can just tell in the voice of the caller there how frantic the nature is upon finding the bodies of Gene Hackman and his wife, 63-year-old Betsy Arakawa. Well,
some news channels have recently released the 911 call linked to G. Hackman's passing that has unveiled some chilly details. The call made by a distressed maintenance worker paints a disturbing picture of the scene at Hackman's Santa Fe home. The caller, overwhelmed with emotion, repeatedly exclaimed while trying to report the situation to the dispatcher.
Joining me now is Joseph Scott Morgan, Distinguished Professor of Applied Forensics at Jacksonville State University. Professor Morgan, thank you for being here. So I want to start with, okay, no external trauma, no immediate signs of foul play, at least according to preliminary autopsies. I mean, what sticks out to you of all the details we know so far?
That this is a multiple death scenario. This is not common, particularly, you know, I worked for the ME in Atlanta and for the coroner in the New Orleans area. And Omar, I got to tell you, in my recollection, I've never worked a case with multiple deaths in a single structure that weren't either trauma related or there was some type of toxin in the air or it was something that had been ingested.
Forensic expert Joseph Scott Morgan highlighted the unusual nature of multiple demises occurring within the same residence without any obvious signs of trauma. He explained that in his extensive experience working as a medical examiner in Atlanta, and for the coroner in New Orleans, such cases typically involve external trauma, toxic substances in the air, or something ingested.
And then on top of it, we have this dead canine as well that was found adjacent to her in the bathroom. And for me, you're going to have to dig deep and take your time with this case because, in my opinion, this is very, very complex.
The affidavit says, quote, the death of the two deceased individuals is suspicious enough in nature to require a thorough search and investigation. Meaning, after they went to perform the welfare check and they discovered all that they saw, they went and they got a search warrant so that they could thoroughly investigate and look through everything in the house. As for Hackman, they discovered him fully clothed, and they suspect that he may have suddenly fallen because his sunglasses were found next to his body.
The presence of a deceased dog alongside the couple further complicates the case, as animal passing in such scenarios often indicate environmental factors like poisoning or gas leaks.
What does that mean, and how does a body that may have gone many days before being found change the nature of a death investigation?
Well, yeah, so to that point, it makes it a bit more complex because a lot of the things that would be obvious as far as trauma goes, initially, particularly at the scene where you've got poor lighting and those sorts of things, you might not pick up on it as quickly. It's going to be to their advantage, and they've done that. That's probably occurring today. Those bodies are actually at the ME's office under the best type of circumstances to examine remains. Secondly, I begin to think about what they're going to be tasked with relative to kind of running down those things that are unseen.
Given the lack of immediate explanations, Morgan stressed the need for a thorough investigation, including toxicology tests and full-body x-rays to determine whether carbon monoxide inhalation or another unseen factor contributed to their tragic ends. The complexity of the case is heightened by the advanced decomposition of the bodies, which makes it more difficult to identify possible causes of passing.
And Omar, one of the most troubling things about this is that this house was not secure. The door was actually open. And for me, as a death investigator, that's significant. And hopefully they will be exploring that very, very deeply.
A lot of factors to explore right now, just in the preliminary stages. As you know, these investigations typically take time.
The most troubling aspect, according to Scott Morgan, is that the house was not secured and the door was actually open when authorities arrived. This raises concerns about potential unauthorized entry, tampering, or foul play. Even though no instant signs of struggle or theft were found,